Happy Pay It Forward Friday and happy Aloha Friday. Welcome to another episode of Ask Cindy Connector Live. Happy Aloha Friday. Happy Pay It Forward Friday. This is Cindy, your host at Ask Cindy Connector Live. Make sure you go to Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram and hit that like button. So here's the deal, guys. Share this broadcast. I will gift you a 5-night giveaway. Simply go to YouTube at Ask Cindy Connector. You're going to subscribe. You're going to comment. Make sure to hit that bell icon to get notified of other awesome videos. And if you share the broadcast, I will give you a 5-night giveaway. You have choice of Mazatlan, Cancun, and Puerto Vallarta. If you do not wish to go to Mexico, I actually will gift you a 3-night giveaway for a U.S. destination. Make sure you go to 3nightgiveaway.com. So really quickly, if you want to comment on today's broadcast, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and then come back here to Ask Cindy Connector Live to comment. And if you would love to learn how to do a video podcast just like this, simply reach out to me at Ask Cindy Connector Live. I have an amazing StreamYard mastery. And if you'd like to learn a little bit about YouTube, I have a mastery for that as well. It's an introductory course, so you learn more about getting your brand on YouTube. So really quickly, a thank you to National Day Calendar. Woohoo! Blue. Got to wear the blue, guys. So it's a very special day today. It's Wear Blue Day, Flip Flop Day, and Go Fishing Day. A big plug to one of my favorite charities here in Southern California, Fish for Life Foundation. They're actually going to start their fishing excursions here in a couple months, and they do amazing excursions teaching kids with special needs how to fish. So make sure you check out that amazing nonprofit. And so what is Ask Cindy Connector Live all about? About 10 years ago, one of my friends started calling me Ask Cindy Connector as I was connecting people through our sphere of influence. And that's what this show is about. When I meet people online or people that I've known over the years that are in small business, I'm creating this podcast every single Friday to share your brand. And I have my girl from the Bay Area. Oh my God, we've probably known each other like 10 years. Caterina Rando, how are you? Oh, we got your mic on.
I'm great. Happy to be with you, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. So tell my audience a little bit about you. You're from Walnut Creek?
No, I live in San Francisco, California. I'm a native San Franciscan. I actually have a center here called the Thriving Women in Business Center, which has been dark for quite a while, but we're opening back up in August. A place for women to connect and host their workshops. And what I'm all about is serving women on a mission, supporting you to be yourself, do your thing, serve your people, and massively monetize your mastery through speaking, through group programs, and through what I know you want to talk about, my friend, through retreats.
Yes, because I'm actually going to start a yoga and surfing retreat starting next year with my travel brand. Yeah, so I'm going to do something in Huntington Beach, Laguna, possibly Costa Rica, Hawaii. So let's go into your brand, though. Tell everybody what your brand is and what are the different services that you provide.
Well, our brand is called Thriving Women in Business. And under that brand, we have a podcast, which is called Expand Your Fempire. We have an app.
Oh, I love it.
Which is called Expand Your Fempire. Get it wherever you get your app. And what we're all about is providing massive value for women who feel that their business is their mission. And we want to support them first to learn how to sell, because women start businesses because they want to be of service, but they got to learn how to sell. Now, the thing is that selling is service, but a lot of people don't think of it that way. And then I teach women how to use speaking to gain Insta clients, because with speaking, you build Insta influence. And one of the ways that you keep clients coming back is to host retreats for them so that you build community, they get to know you more, and they will come back over and over and over for your retreats. And I also teach women how to do their own events and retreats.
Wow. So tell my audience some of the stuff that you've done, and if someone wants to do a retreat, how can they go about it? What are all the steps,
Oh my
logistics,
gosh, my friend,
etc.?
I don't know how much time we have, but yeah, bing, bing, we'll get the party started. Well, I've hosted retreats in Maui at the Fairmont Kealani. We've hosted a few retreats there. I've hosted a lot of events in Napa Valley. I host a lot of retreats on cruise ships because it's a great place for a retreat because everybody's together and
Mhm.
they're not as turned on with their technology as usual in their regular life. And also, it's cruises are very affordable, which makes it more easy for everyone to come and join you. And next January, we're doing what we're calling the Bliss Retreat, which is a 10-day Mexican cruise round trip San Francisco, where you can come and learn how to bliss more in your business and your life. Because, Cindy, as you know, your business is supposed to be your bliss. And if it's not, then we want to shine the spotlight on that. And I also host a speaker mastermind retreat for women that want to be focusing on using speaking and become more confident as speakers and more compelling. And that's what we do at that retreat. Okay, now, so you asked me, you said, "Hey, Caterina, what are the steps?" Well, let me give it to them. I'll give them to you right now, okay? So the first thing is that you only want to do a retreat for your ideal clients. Now, what I mean by that, Cindy, is anybody can use a surf retreat for sure. But the thing is that your retreat, you want to cater to the same people that you usually cater to, because at the end of your retreat, you're going to invite them to do something else. And if they're not your ideal client, they can't be a yes for that, even though they're crazy about you, because they're not going to need what you've got. So the first thing is get clear about who you're serving with your retreat, which we've just discussed. And then, of course, you need a date, you need a price, and you need a time frame for how long it's going to be. One super tip I want to give everybody is, you just heard I'm doing 10 days on a cruise ship. That's not standard operating procedure for when you're just getting started. That you want to start with 2 days, maybe 3 days. It's okay to even start with 1 day, because most people are not going to go across the world to hang out with you if they haven't hung out with you for a shorter period of time in your area. This is something to look at, because there's a lot of mistake that people make. They say, "Hey, let's go to Costa Rica for 10 days." And that sounds good. But if they haven't hung out with you for 1 day before, they're less likely to be an insta yes. So it's okay to start small and then go to big. That's the second thing for people to be aware of. The third thing is that you want to look at what are you going to do to treat your guests super VIP, because it's a retreat. They're supposed to be well taken care of. And also, you want to make sure that you don't put too much programming in your retreat so that they have free time for surfing, for yoga, for enjoying whatever it is they're going to be doing. And the other thing is that a retreat is a great place to introduce new self-care modalities to people. When we've done a veil dancing, we've done ecstatic dancing, we've done things that maybe ladies are not doing. We've done grape stomping, which is the most.
Oh, now we're talking,
Yeah,
baby.
grape
Woohoo.
stomping. Now, the thing is that, so you want to introduce some things that they may not be doing in their regular life. That's one of the super tips I want to give everybody about retreats, is include some new and exciting things in there that they can get turned on about and maybe do more of. I got a lifetime supply, my friend. You want me to keep going, or is that good for right now?
Well, I'll kind of tell you what I do for my annual Cabo trip. I have a Cabo trip I do every year.
How
So it's a
exciting.
week at the Rio Palace. So what I do is I design all these different excursions throughout the week. But 3 of the days is leisure time, because you don't want to
Great.
be, oh God, I got to get up at 8 o'clock. I got to go catch the shuttle down da 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 da.
Right.
Yeah. So you want to give them some leisure time. So that I'm glad that you mentioned that, because yeah, normally when I do events, like for instance, I met a whole bunch of girls for my 50th birthday back in 2015.
How
It's like
fun.
14 of us, and a lot of us are actually going for a birthday girls trip. There's myself and 3 other birthday girls. I think there's like 10 girls that are going to Vegas. And so we try to squeeze everything in 3 days. So I say, this is what X amount of girls are doing. You could meet it, you hang out at the pool. You can meet us in the evening. Yeah, you're not required to go to everything.
That's great.
But yeah, we have some really great stuff planned because it's some stuff that people never even done. Like there's a bacon bar in Las Vegas. They'd never even heard of that.
That's exciting.
All you can eat sushi, and there's a Viking restaurant, and yeah, there's just so much to enjoy. So I always tell people they're not obligated, but this is what we're doing. You can meet us later because we don't want people to think they're on a schedule, not unless they want to be.
That's beautiful. And Las Vegas is a very affordable city to do retreats because hotels get very, very expensive. And Las Vegas has so much to offer that it's a great place to try for someone starting with this if they haven't done it before.
Yeah, this isn't a retreat. This is just a yearly birthday trip.
This is just
and then Cabo is just from my travel business. But yeah, so for the retreat, for the either Laguna or Huntington Beach, what I'm thinking for next year is people who are attracted to, they want to mark off their bucket list. So there'll be other things that we can do, but the surf and yoga is for the self-care, but then we could go to like a bucket list restaurant or, we can go to like the Midway Museum in San Diego. Yeah. There's so many different things out here in Southern California. Knott's Berry Farm has like a really awesome, like new roller coaster. So yeah, so it'll be the same type of thing. We'll have the self-care one day and then it'll probably be a weekend event. And then the next day we'll just be enjoying different things here in Southern California. So that's a good start. And then I'll move up further and, do Hawaii and Costa Rica and all that.
That's great. There's no shortage of exciting things to do in Southern California for sure. For sure. And one of the things to keep in mind is that it's where you do it does attract different people. They haven't been there before. They're excited to go, or maybe they just want to come hang out with you. And that's another important point that I want to make, Cindy, is that if people are signing up to be on your retreat, they want to spend some time with you, make sure that you're available to them. When I go on a retreat, my job is to be with the ladies. That's what I tell my team. And it's very important to have a good team so that you can have your attention simply on being with your guests and your team is handling the logistics and they're getting everything ready for the activities. And your job is to treat everybody good. That's what you want your attention on. This is important because some people think, oh, I'm having a small group. I'll just do it myself. No, even if you're having 6 gals in your living room, you want to have some support so that you can be with your participants.
Yeah, and I will do swag bags as well because I'm in a client retention business where I send gifts out, for thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so I'll make everybody probably like a cup or a mug and, like some nice little goodies in there because you want to be top of mind. And that's what's so, so important. A lot of business owners, they never follow up. Like I send a half birthday card like every, 6 months before.
Hey, my friend, I love that idea.
Yeah.
I love that idea. I might borrow that. That's a good one. Great.
So when was the last time that you got a half birthday card? 12.
I don't think I've ever gotten a half birthday card.
Yeah. That's wonderful. So when's your birthday?
March 8th, which is International Women's Day, by the way.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel divinely appointed for my work, Cindy, based on my birth date.
So where do you live in San Francisco?
I live between the park and the beach. I live near Golden Gate Park, about 4 blocks from Golden Gate Park. I've got about 5 minutes from the bridge. I've got 3 beaches within a 5-minute drive. And it's a great town to live in. And our center is actually right by the Palace of Legion of Honor, which is a beautiful museum. Wow. And where everything's very well appointed around here. And I can't wait to open up. I'm opening up August 7th. I'm going to have my ladies, our community open. We're going to have what we call the Summer Success Splurge. Speakers, networking. I'll feed everyone. We will also, though, have a hybrid. We'll do virtual as well because what's happened during the pandemic is my business has significantly expanded to include ladies from all over the country. Whereas before it was mostly, we had a few ladies from Southern California, but it was mostly regional. So now we're all over the place, which is great.
Yeah, because I've known you when I had my other Facebook page. And yeah, it was called Ask Chef Cindy. And then the page got removed. I have almost 5,000 friends on this platform now. So I'm glad.
Good.
I'm just so glad we were able to reconnect. I'm like, where is she? She's not on my page. I have to reconnect with her. So, so at this part of the podcast, what I do is I have my guests do shout outs to people that are very important to them. And then we'll do a quick minute practice video. And then I'm actually going to cut the video so we could do it as a YouTube short.
How fun.
So let's do some shout outs.
Okay, well, great. Well, let me say, I talked to my friend Andrea Wolf today. She's she's a lover forever. And she's also a VIP client who's come on every single retreat that I've ever done and we've done, I believe, 12 luxury retreats. And she's coming with us next year when we start again. And I love her. And one of the things that's so awesome is when you do work that you love and you fall in love with your clients, which I'm in love with all of my clients. Tracy Root has been with me for quite a while, and Diana Morgan and Pamela Myers, who's become a very good friend and client over the last year. And I'm gonna give a shout out to my dad, because Sunday's Father's Day. He's 89. He just finished his memoir called It's a Wonderful Life, I think is what he called it. And he wrote his story of his life, and now everybody's telling him how much they love his book, which is really great to see at his stage of life. And my mom, her name's Maria Gloria. She's also awesome. And she's very creative. She's 89 too, and very entrepreneurial. And that's where I get it really from my parents very much. And I'm going to give a shout out to my friend Eddie Moore. He's a coach. He's wrote a book called No Excuses. And I last night was listening to one of my podcasts where I interviewed him, and we talked about the law of diminishing intent. And my friend Peggy O'Neill is on her way up to see me. We're going to hang out this next couple days. She is an amazing motivational speaker, presenter, inspiration to be with. And I don't know how much time you want me to take for shout outs, my friend. There's a lot of beautiful people in my life that I am blessing to know. Debbie Turnus and Kathleen Mitchell, who just signed up yesterday for our Thrive at Sales class. She's an amazing coach. And there's more. Bing, bing.
Well, you could, you could 20 seconds if you got a couple more.
Okay,
people,
let's see. Who else do I want to? I want to give a shout out to my amazing team. I have the best team I've ever had in the 28 years of my business. Jill Joyce, Kelly Stark, Angela Dennis, and my latest person on my team who we're blessing to have, which is Amory Packard, is my on-the-ground assistant, and Zoe Hodge, who just had a birthday, are my most amazing team that I am blessing to have. Everyone needs to have a team that makes them bliss to support you to be yourself and do your thing and focus on what's the highest and best use of your time.
Exactly. So we're going to close out, and I'm actually going to do 2 cuts for you. I'm going to do the cut where you're plugging your friends, and I'm also going to do this cut. So here we go.
Okay.
Well, hello. This is Cindy over at Ask Cindy Connector Live. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, and hit that subscribe button at Ask Cindy Connector Live on YouTube. And I got my friend Caterina. So tell us what we talked about today.
Well, what we talked about today was that one of the things you want to look at for your business is doing retreats, because retreats build community. They keep your clients coming back. They're super fun, and they allow for more transformation than always can happen in a virtual room or a class. Also, we encourage you to do some retreats. Start in your neighborhood before you go around the world, so that people will be an insta yes to come and hang out with you. And very, very important is always treat all your guests super VIP. You want to under promise and over deliver so that they will be so happy that they said yes. And the other thing is, make sure that at the retreat, you invite them to the next retreat, because while they're still in the positive energy of being at the retreat, let them know what's next rather than leaving without offering the invitation for next time. That's a big super tip that I want everybody to make sure that you're taking away, because we don't want to just have clients. We want to have long-term and lifelong clients. And your retreat once or twice a year is a great way to keep your clients coming back and blissing that they're working with you, and you blissing in your business to work with them.
So shout out your website really quick, and then we'll close.
Sure. My website, CaterinaRando.com. And by the way, there's my links page, CaterinaRando.com/links. A lot of free gifts for you.
There you go, guys. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in, and thank you, girl. It's been so nice to connect after all these years, and I will drop you in the green room. We'll see you in a minute.
Bing, bing.
Woohoo. Well, there you go, guys. Make sure you go to the chat, connect with Caterina. She's absolutely amazing, especially if you know anyone in the San Francisco Bay Area. Definitely check out her center. You can follow her on social media and LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. And as always, remember to think of 5 people every single day, not about business. Just call 5 people and let them know that you're grateful, because we are here today, gone tomorrow. And like I always say, we have 2 dates and a dash, the day that we're born and the day that we pass away. What are you doing during that time, making the most of the dash? This is Cindy over at Ask Cindy Connector Live. I actually am on hiatus on the 25th. But I am live at my travel show every single Wednesday at 1, 2, and 3 o'clock. So stay tuned for that next week. Shaka, baby. Woohoo!